greatest value in life is this. Make a note. Living a good life.
So many times of, okay, it's a new year and it has a beautiful artificial component to it. It's this artificial idea that I can start fresh. And I think you should use artificial ideas. Anything that our culture reinforces, at some level we have a little bit of cultural hypnosis and it affects us. So the idea of a fresh start is wonderful. The problem is people make resolutions and they're not making resolutions. They're writing down a list of things they think they should do or they kind of want to do. When people really resolve something, the difference is it's no longer a should. You know, people say I should lose weight, I should spend more time with my kids, I should make more calls, I should do this for my business. But they only do it when it's convenient. Most of the time they don't do it and they just, what I call, shit all over themselves. They just beat themselves up. But when it's a must for somebody, people always get their must. When a person has lived a certain way and they've been through a challenging time emotionally, or let's say financially, poverty, whatever, and then they get a better life, those people will not go back. I mean, if they'll fight tooth and nail. Once they've made it to a new identity, to a new level, there's a different idea. There's what used to be something they wanted is now a must in their life. It's part of who they are, and they will not go backwards. And so if you can make that shift in identity, where you can say, this is not who I am, this is what I stand for, this is what I'm about. If you can link what you're committed to real resolve, where the change is must and not a should, where you have leverage on yourself, where you have to follow through, not you'd like to follow through, then the whole game changes. Because 80% of people's New Year's resolutions are gone within a week, and 98% of them are gone within 6 weeks. So the 1 or 2% that actually follow through, and it's less than 1% in fact, most studies show, are the people that have found not only what they really want to change, what they really want, but they know why they want it, and they've got strong enough reasons, and then they also have come up with an intelligent plan. I'm going to lose 30 pounds by drinking nothing but water for the next 2 weeks. Sounds really wonderful, but you get to the second day and you're starting to go, juice is good for you, and about noon you're going, salad's not bad, and by 2 o'clock you're going, a burger and fries is not too horrible. You need an intelligent strategy where you model someone who has already succeeded. That's what I've done throughout my life. Jim Rohn taught me success leaves clues. If someone is successful at anything and they're successful more than once, they have a strategy. They may not even know what it is. It may be unconscious. They may have stumbled across it, but they're doing something consistently.
Good stuff. So, Tony, I have an important question for you. What do you think inhibits people the most from accomplishing their goals, experiencing their potential, and realizing the dreams of their imagination? What is it that holds them back?
I think everybody in their heart knows what it is. It's just nobody wants to admit it, or if they admit it, they use it as an excuse, and that's fear. And there's so many different fears: fear of failure, fear of success, fear of pain, fear of disappointment, fear of the unknown, fear of not looking good. But it all comes down to fear. The way most of us deal with that fear is we come up with a story about why we're not where we want to be, or a story about why it's not there yet. And some people create stories based on their past events. This is what happened to me when I was a kid. Some people create a story based upon someone in their life. This was done to me. Some people's stories about themselves. I'm not smart enough, strong enough. I don't have the background or the education. But I always tell people, as simple as it sounds, the only thing keeping you from getting what you really want, I mean something that you passionately desire, not something you kind of want. The only keeping what you really want is the story you keep telling yourself about why you can't have it.
All right, here's one question I'm plagued with.
The greatest value in life is this. Make a note. Living a good life.